Welcome to the deep dive. We know you want insights fast, without all the noise, so let's get straight to it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Today we're tackling something that, well, it's really starting to affect everyone. The way summers are getting hotter, climate change.
And specifically how that heat impacts our health. We're seeing more heat-related illness.
Right, so our mission in this deep dive, it's about giving you some solid, actionable ideas, things you can do.
Exactly. How to stay cool, how to stay healthy before the heat really becomes a problem. We're talking proactive strategies here.
Not just, oh no, I feel terrible, what do I do now?
Precisely. We want to help you avoid getting to that point in the first place.
We've looked at some material that makes this really clear. It basically says, look, climate change means hotter summers, which means, well, more people getting sick from the heat.
And the key message, right up front, seems to be don't wait. Don't wait until you're feeling drained or dizzy.
Start thinking now about how to handle the heat. Smart ideas planned ahead. Okay, so why is being proactive so vital right now? Let's unpack that a bit.
Well, what's really striking, especially in the context of climate change, is that these heat waves aren't just hotter, they're more frequent too, and they last longer.
Right. It's not just a freak day here and there anymore.
No. And waiting until you're really feeling overheated, that can actually be quite dangerous. Your body's already under significant stress by then.
So these proactive steps, they act like a buffer.
Exactly, a buffer. They help your body cope with that sort of cumulative stress from day after day of high temperatures. Our bodies are amazing at cooling themselves naturally, but when it's extreme heat, they need help, intentional support.
So it's really a health issue, not just about being a bit uncomfortable.
Definitely a health issue.
Okay, so if the main point is why we need to think ahead, the obvious next question is, what kinds of steps are we actually talking about, even just generally?
Well, based on this focus on thinking ahead, it kind of leads you to think about things like being smarter about hydration, right? Not just gulping water when you're thirsty.
Smart hydration.
What else? And maybe being really conscious of when you're active, avoiding the absolute peak heat of the day if you can.
Makes sense. Activity timing.
And perhaps even like small tweaks to your home or your immediate environment. Ways to minimize how much heat you're exposed to indoors.
Ah, okay. Environment adjustments.
Yeah. The core idea running through all of this seems to be consistent preparation, being ready for it.
So it's less about finding a magic bullet when a heat wave hits,
All right.
and more about building these kinds of things into your routine,
Yeah,
habits.
exactly. It's like recognizing that these hotter summers are, well, they're kind of the new normal, unfortunately. So we need to weave these cooling strategies into how we live day to day. Just like, we plan meals or exercise for our general well-being.
It becomes part of just looking after yourself.
Yes. And if you zoom out a bit, think about adapting to the bigger picture of climate change. These individual proactive steps are actually a really important piece of that.
How so?
Well, it empowers you, doesn't it? It gives you some control over protecting your own health, building your own resilience against these environmental shifts we're seeing.
That's a good point. It's empowering.
Mm.
So for you listening right now, maybe take a second to think about how you usually handle hot weather.
Yeah, is it mostly reactive?
You crank the AC only when you're already sweating and uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
This information really suggests we need a bit of a shift in thinking, moving towards more deliberate, intentional planning to stay cool.
So let's wrap up with this thought. A question, really, for you to consider. How do you currently prepare for those really hot spells?
Yeah, what's your usual approach?
And thinking about this idea of being proactive, of staying ahead of the heat.
Yeah.
What's one small, totally manageable change you could maybe try this summer?
Or even start thinking about for next summer.
Exactly. Something you could weave into your routine to help safeguard your health. It's really about building your own personal strategy. Doesn't have to be huge.
Just one thoughtful step at a time.